Building awareness is crucial when it comes to getting to your desired situation. Leaving your current situation is all about focusing your thoughts and attention on what you want, on who you want to be, and building awareness is going to help you do that. And so I'm going to get straight into this video. This is a second part to a two-part series. The first, check it out in the last video I released, Building Mental Strength. This is a follow-up on the answer that I'm giving to an active member of the Continence Club. So with that being said, let me get straight into this one. Awareness is all about the knowledge or perception of a situation or fact. And so awareness is what you more than likely lack and is why you are in your current situation. You see, the reason you remain stuck in your current situation is due to the fact that your awareness is not aligned with your desired situation. You really haven't made that complete 100% shift onto the thoughts and, focus that you need to have in your desired situation. So instead of placing your awareness on who you want to become, right? So instead of placing your awareness on your desired situation, you place it on what you lack right now. You place it on what you can't control, right? And this is what's keeping you stuck. You see, this is the reason why you stay here, because you keep focusing on what you can't control. You keep focusing on what's going bad. You keep focusing on, the negative assumptions instead of assuming that, everything is happening for your benefit, instead of shifting your mindset in a positive direction. Instead, you keep focusing, right? You keep focusing your energy and attention on the negatives instead of the positives. But it's not your fault, and I don't blame you. And the reason I don't blame you is because we've been taught to place our awareness on fear, right? Lack, limitation, negativity, scarcity. Chances are your mindset is revolving around these things that I just mentioned, and that's why you're staying in your current situation. You haven't really made that consistent leap yet, right? And the thing is, many people are in a prison of their own making. That's probably what you're dealing with right now without even knowing it. You're in your own mental prison and you don't even know it. But you decided to separate yourself today. You decided to separate yourself the moment you watched this video, the moment you started watching this content, while the remainder stay stuck. Because the truth is, not everyone is going to build awareness like you are. Not everyone's going to take that next step like you are. Not everyone's going to put a foot forward like you are. No one is going to have the courage like you do, right? To really understand this information and apply it to your life and change. You're meditating more, right? You're trying to be more grateful for what you have, being grateful for the positive things, right? You're praying more, you're journaling, you're reflecting on yourself. All of these things are contributing to you building your awareness, because when you do all of these things, it's really putting you in line with your desired situation, because you're starting to harness the necessary attention and focus that it takes to become that character. And so you're aware of your surroundings. Your head is on the swivel, like SpongeBob here, right? You're focused on the facts, right? You're healing your brain. You're expanding your thought processes so that you can get closer to your goal. So all of these things matter when bridging the gap, because you see, when bridging the gap to your desired situation, it's critical to harness your awareness, like these things I mentioned. And as you alter it, everything changes. That's when the shift happens, right? You have a desire for something greater, but every time you gain progress, your paradigm pulls you back. So you're probably in the gap right now. You're trying to bridge it over to your desired situation, but you keep snapping back to your current situation, right? And a lot of the reason is because of the paradigm that you have, the years of programming growing up, the way you should live your life and how you should go about your awareness has been unconsciously programmed to you. You didn't really understand it. And that's the reason why you operate the way that you do, and it's why you're in your current situation. But now you've noticed this. You notice now that your paradigm is what's holding you back. And so you believe you must be disciplined, which is true, right? While you're in the gap, while you're going through the process. But you can hardly maintain it. You can hardly maintain this discipline that you know is so important, right? But your wants and discipline have to be connected in the process, right? Your awareness must be raised. You need to become who it is that you want to be, who it is that you're destined to be, that God wants you to be. Your wants and your discipline has to be in alignment, because Your why, right? Your want is what's going to get you out of bed to have the discipline necessary to follow through. And this is what the version of yourself in your desired situation understands. You see, that version of yourself in your desired situation is constantly grateful, is present for the most part, has that vision, has a long-term vision, knows what he or she wants. That's why I ask you in my videos, what do you want? Right? There's no way you're going to be able to build awareness if you don't know what you want. And so the version of yourself in your desired situation understands that he or she is and has already been in control. You've been in control from the jump, from the moment you were born, but you just forgot. Right? And this version of yourself in your desired situation exercises discipline properly through awareness. This version of yourself constantly watches the thoughts that arise and transmute them into positive thoughts that are in alignment with the character needed to maintain the desired situation. So keep the future in the present moment through the power of your awareness. I talk about this a lot, living from the end, assuming as if you already have what it is that you want, because you already do. It's just a matter of time before you get it, right? So control your mind, be aware, and change your perception to change your circumstances. And once you do this, your awareness is going to be where it needs to be. So understand consciousness is reality. Imagine your wish fulfilled, cultivate persistent assumption, embrace the inner work, and recognize awareness is power. Once you do all these things, you're going to build your awareness, and nobody external, nobody outside of you is going to have a grip, a hold on you. And they never have. It's always been about your mentality from the jump. And once you get this down, you're literally going to be unstoppable, and you're going to be able to get closer and closer to your desired situation. And so with that being said, build your awareness and become the person that you know that you're supposed to be. This is Mekus with the Continence Club. Like, share, and subscribe. My email's in the description once again. If you need help, reach out and I'm going to address whatever that need may be. Until next time, keep going.